Hello, friends. On a Monday night, here we go again. Here we go again. Yeah, we continue to do these once a week live streams, and a lot of people don't do them live now. They live stream a gig or something, but it's just not the same. Glad to have you with us, guys. Welcome, one and all. Please click share there and click like and subscribe and all of that business. And we thank you for your support. Hi, the summertime is coming. Trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? We'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a tower round yon pure crystal fountain, and around it I will place all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? We'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? True love, she were gone, then I surely find another where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? We'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. The summertime is coming. Trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie? Here's a title song for one of my older albums, The Old King Ever Puffs. Hidden in my closet, right up near the top, back behind some records, there's an old King Edward box. Inside it are some treasures kept down through the years. No one else in this whole house even knows it's here. It holds precious souvenirs, had most all my life, like my lucky wooden nickel and my first real pocket knife. There's an arrowhead from the riverbed, Grandpa's railroad watch. There's a lifetime of memories, that old King Edward box. Don't know where it came from, can't think back that far. No one in my family even smokes cigars. It's just always been here with me, and always will, I guess, 'cause it wouldn't take love nor money for that cardboard treasure chest. It holds precious souvenirs, had most all my life, like my lucky wooden nickel and my first real pocket knife. There's an arrowhead from the riverbed, Grandpa's railroad watch. There's a lifetime of memories, that old King Edward box. One day when it's my turn to go and meet the maker, sending me off to promised land. My only request is that David Walsh would remember, put that old cigar box in my hand. It holds the precious souvenirs and most of my life, like that picture of my mom. She became my daddy's wife. There's an arrowhead on a riverbed, Grandpa's railroad watch. There's a lifetime of memories in that old King Edward box. There's a lifetime of memories in that old King Edward box. Written by a guy named Mickey Cates from Lufkin, Texas, West Texas. He wound up in Nashville, Tennessee, and so did I. All right, let's do another Irish tune. What do you say? How we doing over there, Mom, otherwise?
Oh, good. Franklin Godwin wants The Sound.
The Sound?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we'll do that one too. Sláinte. For some reason, I was working in the garden today, and this song was driving me up the wall. And now I can't remember it. Is that the way it works? Irish song called The Irish Rover. In the year of our Lord 1806, we set sail from the cold Bay of Cork. We were sailing away with a cargo of bricks for the grand city hall of New York. We'd an elegant craft, she was rigged fore and aft. How the trade winds drove her. She had 23 masts and stood several blasts, and we called her the Irish Rover. We had 1 million bags of the best Sligo rags. We had 2 million barrels of bone. There were 3 million bales of bull and goat tails, and 4 million barrels of stone. There were 5 million hogs, 6 million dogs, 7 million barrels of porter. There were 8 million sides of old blind horses' hides in the hold of the Irish Rover. There was Barney McGee on the banks of the Lee. We had Hogan from County Tyrone. There was Johnny McGirt, who was scared stiff of work, and a chap from Westmeath named Malone. There was Slugger O'Toole, who was drunk as a rule, fighting Bill Tracy from Dover. And your man Mick McCann, on the banks of the Bann, was a skipper of the Irish Rover. We had sailed 7 years when the measles, we had sailed 7 years when the measles broke out and the ship lost its way in the fog, big fog, and the whale of a crew was reduced down to 2, just myself and the captain's old dog. Then the ship struck a rock, Lord, what a shock, almost tumbled over. She turned 9 times around and the bloody dog was drowned. Oh, I'm the last of the Irish Rover. The Irish Rover. You know, when you're doing menial work like walking behind a tiller in a garden or driving down the highway, doing nothing but driving, a song goes over and over and over and over, drives you crazy. The only way to get rid of an earworm is to give it to someone else. I hope you enjoy that. How we doing, Mom?
Okay, on Facebook.
Okay, like I said, folks, we tried again on YouTube, and their interface is not working. So here we are on Facebook, and we are going to put this onto YouTube tomorrow. Tomorrow, we love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. Title song from my most recent album. Clock tower in the old town, the sound of 7 bells. And I finally got my old truck on the road. through a mud-stained windshield on a crowded highway all alone. Just like yesterday, just like the day before. Sometime late tomorrow, I'll be home. Home, already home. Seems like a month of Sundays I've been gone. Crossing the Mississippi, rolling down through Tennessee. But in my heart, I'm already home. Looking over my shoulder, it's mighty hard to see how I survived these miles and years away. The prayers of my good mother and the wife I love so much are the only reason I'm alive today. Home, already home. Seems like a month of Sundays I've been gone. Crossing the Mississippi, rolling down through Tennessee. But in my heart I'm already home. Dry shave in the mirror beneath the truck stop moon. Clean shirt, Walmart roses. Honey, I'll be home soon. God willing, one day I can lay this hammer down, unpack this old suitcase one last time, and I'll work the sandy soil my father gave to me. This old highway won't even cross my mind. Home, already home. Seems like a month of Sundays I've been gone. Crossing the Mississippi, rolling down through Tennessee. But in my heart I'm already home. Crossing the Mississippi, rolling down through Tennessee. But in my heart I'm already home. That's one of those songs that stayed with me a little while before I finished writing it. I put on here that I started it in 2018 and I finished it in 2020. But if you remember, 2020 was the pandemic, so I probably had plenty of time on my hands. In fact, it was July 2020, so I was back to work by then, I guess. Really, the pandemic started for us. I was out of work after March 2020, if memory serves. Anyway. I had a request for a song called The Sound. This is a song written by my friend Rick Doherty. Rick, when I met him, was a tenor singer for the Limelighters, famous folk music group, the Limelighters. And I recorded the Limelighters when we had a commercial studio. My wife and I had a commercial recording studio in Charleston, and so we recorded all manner of things, all kinds of different things. But we recorded the Limelighters then, and later Rick was a member of the Kingston Trio. And when Bob Shane died, right before he died, he fired the Kingston Trio band members and gave the band name to his son, is my understanding of how it happened. But Rick Doherty and George Grove were no longer members of the Kingston Trio, even though George had been with the Kingston Trio for 40 years. But I said that to say, Rick and George formed a new group called the Folk Legacy Trio, and we reconnected, and I almost don't even remember how. That doesn't ring a bell why, but anyway, but we reconnected. I recorded one of Rick's songs, this song in fact, and we started chatting back and forth, and before you know it, we took a tour to Ireland together, and then later we took another tour to Ireland together. So this is a song that stays top of mind for a lot of people that know Rick Doherty and myself. It's a song called The Sound. It's now beginning, so gather and listen to the story I'm spinning around. For the man from the water, fisherman's daughter, love they two never found. And the lure of his singing would rise watch a ship turning, and over the waves she could hear. Away, lady, I love thee. Oh, don't let me be lonely away. Lady, only you know me too. Away, lady, I love thee. Oh, don't let me be lonely away. Lady, I love thee, I do. He wanted so much her and afraid he to touch her, and she too afraid to come near. They stare at each other as though they were lovers, though never a word did they dare. And at night in his boat he'd alight in the cove, and he'd call her above the sea's pound. She'd come to the window, listen to the wind blowing over the waves, hear the sound. Well, the wind started whistling, the sea started glistening, and the waves, they broke over the bow. And the wreckage by morning washed at the shoreline, though never his body was found. So nothing is left then but a shrill in the night wind and the ghost of a lover who drowned. When the wind's whistling, she sits up nights listening, and can't get to sleep for the sound. Away, lady, I love thee. Oh, don't let me be lonely away. Lady, only you know me too. Away, lady, I love thee. Oh, don't let me be lonely away. Lady, I love thee, I do. Away. How we doing with it, Mom?
Yep, seem to be okay now.
Good, good, good.
We got like 20 people watching on Facebook. Greg Knight's on.
Who?
Greg Knight and Nancy Hudson and Jane Bliss thanks you for the sound.
I thought about Jane as soon as he said that.
And Susie Rav's here.
Susie Raff's on board. Good, good, good. Sláinte.
And Kathy and Rich.
Well, let's do that catchy and rich song.
Barry and Rhonda.
Good, good, good. Barry and Rhonda, all the way from the Outer Banks. I guess he's still there.
And Roxanne Charles.
Good, good, good. Roxanne Charles. Good, good, good. Welcome, friends. Thanks for being all on board. Thanks for being on board. I'll do a couple of these requests. In my brain, I hear anonymous requesters. Stephen Joy on it, do you know?
I don't see them.
Our friend Joy is still not well at all up in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and we'll do this song for her because we often have, and we'll please say a prayer for our friend Joy Edwards. She's been in the hospital for 40 days, and she's had numerous 8 or 10 operations and this and that, and they're trying to keep everything going, but she's having difficulty. Say a prayer, will you, for our friend Joy Edwards, and we'll sing a wee song for her as well. Summertime, living is easy. Fish are jumping, cotton is high. Your daddy rich, and is she good looking? Hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Spread your wings, take to the sky. But until that morning, nothing gonna harm you. Mama and Daddy standing by. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Spread your wings, take to the sky. But until that morning, nothing's gonna harm you. Mama and Daddy standing by. Summertime, living is easy. Fish are jumping in the Folly River. Cotton is high. Your daddy rich, and is she good looking? Hush, little baby, don't you cry. 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 Get well soon, Joy. We will dedicate our gospel song at the end of the program to our friend Joy as well. We'll do that. I had to play in church last Sunday. That was yesterday, wasn't it? Feels like a week ago, Cherry. But I had to play in church. The regular piano player wasn't there, so my sister and I did the accompaniment for the choir and all of that. And I did an instrumental for the offertory, but it reminded me, I used to play at church all the time, but I don't do it as much these days. But we did a couple of different songs, and I wrote some charts for the band, and we'll sing one of those songs for Joy tonight when we wrap up the program. Let's launch it. Let's go all the way to Colorado. Colorado. Come over the hills, the flying Irish lass. Come over the hills to your darling. You choose the road, love, and I'll take the path, and I'll be your true love forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. There is a lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the point of my love. She's fairer than any. 'Twas down by Killarney's green woods that we strayed, and the moon and stars shining, and the moon shone its rays on her locks of golden hair. She swore she'd be my love forever. Red is the rose Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. My love is fairer than not for the person of my sister keeps. 'Tis not for the grief of my mother. 'Tis all for the loss of my bonny Irish lass. That my heart is breaking forever. And red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, fair as a lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. My love is fairer than clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. My love is fairer than Tommy Macomb and the Clancy Brothers, Red as the Rose. For Kathy and Rich, Out West. Out West.
Lassiter's on too.
Who's that?
Tammy Lassiter.
Good. Tammy Lassiter.
And also the Praters.
And the Praters.
And
Jim and Julia, I'm so sorry I missed that show last night. I got busy with my, I'm supposed to go back in the studio this coming Thursday. But I have a doctor's appointment that morning, and I don't know if I'm going to make the session or not. But it's still up in the air, but I have to be prepared for the session. And, I have a lot of new original songs, and I want them to see the light of day. And I don't know why I would do another session. Nobody buys another album. Nobody buys CDs. But I want to get it done. And so I worked hard, got 3 more songs ready to go yesterday, and I looked up, and it was too late. Sorry I missed that show last night. I heard it was great.
The Sharon Lucier is also on.
Sharon and Georges, how are you guys? Oh, what was that song you used to always play for Georges?
Does anything to do with golf?
It probably should be. This is for Georges. This isn't the one I always did for him, but Cherry, he contacted me. He's coming back. He comes to town once a year, and but our dates didn't match up, so we probably won't be able to hook up with him. He and Sharon come. In my mind, I'm going to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Ain't like a friend of mine hitting me from behind. I'm going to Carolina. Silver sun, walk her way and watch her shine. Watch her watch the morning come. Hey, baby, the sky's on fire. I'm dying. Going to Carolina. In my mind, I'm going to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Ain't like a friend of mine to hit me from behind. I'm going to Carolina in my mind. Ain't no doubt in no one's mind. Love's the finest thing around. Whisper something soft and kind. Signs that might be omens. Say I'm going to Carolina. There's a holy host of others standing around me. Still I'm on the dark side of the moon. Seems like it goes on like this forever. forget me. Find the pen on the Carolina, on the Carolina. George and Lucy, yay. We used to work together at a restaurant in Columbia, South Carolina called the Tivoli, and George's was the head waiter, and I was playing table to table. Look at me, I'm as helpless as a... Anyway, I was playing table to table in the restaurant. We worked 6 nights a week, 6 nights a week. I was paying my way through school. I was married to that pretty woman over there about that time.
Well, we were just children.
We was just babies. We was just babies.
We raised each other.
Cherry always says we raised each other because we were both babies when we got married. Anyway. Oh, we'll change the pace a little bit. One of the new songs on the new album is not this one. One of the new songs on the new album has to do with New Orleans. Me and Dan Kraft and myself wrote a song all about New Orleans. Dan spent a good bit more time there than I did. I didn't spend much time at all there, but this is another New Orleans song. I went down to the Audubon Zoo. Everybody asked for you. They all asked. Everybody asked about you. I went down to the Audubon Zoo. Everybody asked for you. Monkeys asked, the tigers asked, everybody asked, elephants asked, everybody asked for you. I went up to the big old sky. Everybody asked for you. Everybody asked, they all asked, everybody inquired about you. I went down to the big old sky. Everybody asked for you. The ducks asked, the eagles asked, the buzzards asked, everybody asked for you. I went down to the deep blue sea. Everybody asked for you. Everybody asked, nobody asked, they all inquired about you. I went down to the deep blue sea. Everybody asked for you. The sharks asked, the whales asked, barracuda asked, everybody asked, everybody, eels asked, eels ain't got no ass, eels asked, everybody asked for you. I went down to the Audubon Zoo. Everybody asked for you. The cows asked, the horses asked, monkeys asked, David Walters asked, everybody asked for you. I went down to the Audubon Zoo. Everybody asked for you. The ducks asked, the eagles asked, the snakes asked, snake ain't got no ass, everybody asked for you. I went down to the Audubon Zoo. Everybody asked for you. Cows asked, horses asked, monkeys asked, apes asked, everybody asked for you. My wife asked me politely before the show started not to sing that song. I understand. I got in the middle of it and I said, you know, I now know why. I now know why my wife said, you know, you don't have to do that one. Let's change the pace again. What do you say, friends? We're not going to stay here too late tonight. We are going to Scotland, though. I fly out of South Carolina a week from Friday for our trip to Scotland. Several people tuned in here tonight on the program will be there and meet us there. We'll meet you in Edinburgh maybe, or meet you in Inverness. We're flying, doing a connection flight, and we'll end up in Edinburgh and take the train on the 23rd of May to Inverness. And so Daniel and I will be there 2 extra days in Inverness, because I understand Daniel found out that the biggest bookstore and one of the biggest bookstores in the world, most amazing bookstores in the world, other than the one on that TV show that we watch all the time. What's it called, Sherry? Bookish.
Yeah, Bookish.
Bookish. Yeah, anyway, it's a big bookstore there, and this and that. Very interesting, very interesting. And so we're going a couple of days early, but the tour begins on May 25, and it's in Scotland. I shall do a song from Scotland done by a guy named Alex Beaton. These are my mountains, this is my glen, the braes of my childhood will know me again. No lands ever claimed me, though far I did roam. These are my mountains, and I'm coming home. For fame and for fortune I've traveled the earth. Now I return to this land of my birth. I brought back my treasures, but only to find here will I stand the pleasures I first left behind. These are my mountains, this is my glen, and the braes of my childhood will know me again. No lands ever claimed me, though far I did roam. These are my mountains, and I'm coming home. Kind faces will meet me and welcome me in. How they will greet me, the ain't kith and kin. This night by the fireside, old songs still be sung, and at last I'll be hearing the ain't mother tongue. These are my mountains, this is my glen, and the braes of my childhood will know me again. No lands ever claimed me, though far I did roam. These are my mountains, and I'm coming home. These are my mountains, and I'm coming home. These are my mountains, Alex Beaton, song from Scotland. And it is our friend Carroll Lucas, who was the president of the Scottish Society when we put together the Scotland tour. She's the one that helped me put the whole thing together. And we're going to have a grand time in Scotland between May 24 and June 1. And it is 1 year ago this month, in May, 1 year ago, that Carroll also put together another tour that a lot of us went on to Lismore Castle in County Waterford down south in Ireland, thanks to her and her husband, Eddie Lucas, who put it together so that we could go, and we lost Eddie, he will never be forgotten because of what a lovely trip that was and the whole thing. Anyway, so we have a lot of excitement, and we're well blessed, well blessed. And my wife is going to come over and meet me in Edinburgh, along with my daughter and my son and my son-in-law. And we're going to do Northern Ireland. We're going to do the Belfast and the Giant's Causeway and the Bushmill Distillery and Derry, and then County Cavan and Cabra Castle. So a lot of things going on between now and the middle of June. Sláinte, friends, sláinte, sláinte. Now for our friend Tammy Lassiter in North Carolina. She was married to my old roommate from college, Sammy Lassiter. It was Sammy and Tammy. And sadly, we lost Sammy. And I would play this for him when he was very low before he passed away, because he had good days and bad days, he said. And I wouldn't doubt, but those of us who've lost loved ones, Tammy lost Sammy, and I lost my mom April 1, and we lost our friend David Walsh that tuned in here every week, my local singer-songwriter, co-writer guy, David Walsh. We lost him in the middle of April. And so we have good days and bad days. So I'll sing this for Sammy Lassiter. Written by a guy named Dick Feller. Done by John Denver. When you ask how I've been here without you, I like to say I've been fine, and I do. But we both know the truth is hard to come by. If I told the truth, it's not quite true. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Sometimes a hard time won't leave me alone. Some days a cold wind blows a chill in my bones. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Now the face that I see in my mirror, more and more is a stranger to me. More and more I can see there's a danger of becoming what I said I'd never be. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Sometimes a hard time won't leave me alone. Some days a cold wind blows a chill in my bones. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. John Denver, that was his last big hit record. Before we lost him too. We lost him as well. When I'm up here working in the studio, I look at these various pictures around here. One of these days I'll give you a tour of the studio. But all these friends of mine that we have lost along the way, and a lot more than I have pictures of here that I've worked with and done shows with over the years. Great friends. But at my advanced age, and some of you at my age, this is where we are. We go to more funerals than we do weddings. This is true. This is true. How we doing, Mom?
Good.
Guys, I put this banner up behind me because we are announcing a new tour. If you want to go with us to Ireland, it's going to be called The West is the Best. And we're going to be flying into Dublin and spending the first night in Kilkenny on our way west, and then having lunch in Killarney, and then going to the town of Dingle for 2 nights, and the town of Galway for 2 nights, and going to the town of Westport for 1 night. Then on our way back to Dublin, we're going to stop in the town of Cong, C-O-N-G. That's where The Quiet Man was filmed. And we're stopping in Athlone. That's where the oldest pub in the world, maybe, oldest pub in Ireland for sure, Sean's Bar, is there in the town of Athlone, right on the Shannon River. And we're going to go there. Why not? And so it's going to be a grand tour. And we just put it up on the website. Go to CarrollBrownMusic.com and look for our next overseas tour. And you can click there and go to our travel agent and get yourself signed up, or at least learn more about it. Or hit me up on the email or the message on Facebook, and I'll send you the info. Any requests, Cherry? Good, good, good. Launch your friends. yesterday and days before. Sun is cold, rain is hard. I know, been that way for all my time. Till forever on it goes, through the circle, fast and slow. I know, it can't stop. I wonder, I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm, and I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day, and I know, shining down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? John Fogerty. Woo, what a songwriter. That makes me think of that other New Orleans song. It makes me think of that other New Orleans song.
Jeff Heatley's on. He wants a train song.
Jeff Heatley's on. He wants a train song.
And Kathy Mine Dragon wants The Voyage.
Jeff Heatley, my buddy. How's everything on the coast? Hope all is well. You should go with us to the west of Ireland. I don't remember. I know you went with us before, but I don't remember whether you went west, north, east, south. I don't remember. Here's an almost train song, Jeff. Go to sleep, you weary hobo. Let the towns drift slowly by. Can't you feel the steel rail humming? That's a hobo's lullaby. Do not think about tomorrow. Let tomorrow come and go. Tonight you're in a nice warm boxcar, safe from all the wind and snow. I know the police cause you trouble. They cause trouble everywhere. But when you die and go to heaven, there won't be no policeman there. So go to sleep, you weary hobo. Let the towns drift slowly by. Can't you feel the steel rail humming? That's a hobo's lullaby. I know your clothes are torn and ragged, and your hair is turning gray. Close your eyes and dream of heaven. You'll find happiness someday. So go to sleep, you weary hobo. Let the towns drift slowly by. Can't you feel the steel rail humming? That's a hobo's lullaby. Can't you feel the steel rail humming? That's a hobo's lullaby. Boy, that's a happy little ditty, isn't it? And it was not written by Woody Guthrie or Arlo Guthrie, but it was done by Arlo Guthrie. And I got to learn to do it in a different key. This is a little bit out of my stretch at my advanced age. But if we're going to do that one, let's do one more Arlo Guthrie Train song for my buddy Jeff. And then we'll wrap it up with our gospel song. What do you say?
Well, Jeff Hickory said that Greg asked for Tupelo honey.
Tupelo honey.
But he said Greg wanted Tupelo honey.
Well, let me tell you something, Jeff. If you're reading Greg Knott's mind, you're in a lot of trouble. If you're a better man than me. You're a better man. Well, why not do Tupelo honey instead? We'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah, my old dad was a railroad guy, and those train songs get to me too, Jeff. They do. Slant you. We were just in Belfast recently. And that's where Van Morrison is from, and we asked, is he still alive? And does he live back in Belfast? And apparently he does. We'll be there in June. I can feel your heartbeat 1,000 miles. You can take all the tea in China, wrap it up, big brown bag for me. Sail it on out, 7 oceans, drop it in the middle of deep blue sea. She's as sweet, Tupelo honey. She's an angel, first degree. She's as sweet, Tupelo honey, sweeter than honey, baby. Stop us on our road to freedom. You can't stop us, 'cause our eyes can see men within sight, men like granite, knights in armor, bent on chivalry. She's as sweet, Tupelo honey. She's an angel, the first degree. She's as sweet, Tupelo honey, sweeter than honey, baby, from the bee. Where's Billy Copel when I need him? stop us on our road to freedom. You can't stop us, though. 'Cause our eyes can see men with insight, men strong like granite, knights in armor, bent on chivalry. She's as sweet, oh, she's an angel, first degree. She's as sweet, oh, sweeter than honey, baby, on the beach. Sweeter than honey, baby, oh, from the beach. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm remembering in the middle of that song that Jeff Heatley had a house concert at his house for Jack Williams. Boy, one of the people that I admire the most. Jack Williams. And Greg and Pam and maybe others, I don't remember, came all the way down from North Carolina to the coast of South Carolina to go to that house concert. I remember that well. I'll do one last song, friends. I sang this, well, I played it for the choir to sing it.
Well, Kathy wanted the voyage. Did you do it?
Oh, I got to do the voyage.
Yeah.
Let's do that one, too. I knew there was one. I was trying to remember.
Oh, I didn't write them down tonight. I've been lazy. So
That's all right. That's all right. You're good. You're good.
Been lazy. Just having fun with my online buddies.
Good, good. We are blessed to have our friends in online and supporting us, and I'll do a song called The Voyage. This is out of Ireland, and it was written by a man named Johnny Doohan, done by Christy Moore. And speaking of Carollia and the crew that all went to Lismore Castle, this is a song that we often sang for Eddie and Carollia before we lost Eddie. And we sang this every night at the castle, Lismore Castle in County Waterford back when. 1 year ago now. Yep. And anytime Carollia and the whole crew come to Tommy Condon's in Charleston, or we have an event, an Irish or Scottish event there, we end up playing The Voyage. Great song, done by Christy Moore. And when I sing this on stage, I say, if you happen to be here tonight with your first mate, then this song is for you. I am a sailor, you're my first mate. We signed on together, we've coupled our fates. Hauled up our anchor, determined not to fail. For the heart's treasure, together we set sail. With no maps to guide us, we steered our own course. Clung to each other when the winds were gale force. Sat out the doldrums with patience and hope. Working together, we've learned how to cope. Life is an ocean, love is a boat. In troubled waters, it keeps us afloat. When we started the voyage, there was just me and you. Our own crew. Together we're in this relationship. We built it with care to last the whole trip. And our true destination is not marked on any charts. Navigating for the shores of the heart. Life is an ocean, love is a boat. In troubled waters, it keeps us afloat. When we started the voyage, there was just me and you. But now gathered round us, we have our own crew. We have our own crew here in Carroll County, South Carolina. Thanks to my good wife. Happy Mother's Day. A day late.
Well, we had Mother's Day Sunday.
Yep. One last song, friends. In the dark of the midnight, I have also hid my face, while the storm howls above me, and there's no hiding place. There's the crash of the thunder. Precious Lord, hear my cry, keep me safe till the storm passes by. Till the storm passes over, till the thunder sounds no more, till the clouds roll forever from the sky. Hold me fast and let me stand in the hollow of thy hand. Keep me safe till the storm passes by. Many times Satan whispered, there is no need to try, for there's no end of sorrow, and there's no hope by and by. But I know the Lord is with me, and tomorrow I'll rise where the storms never darken the sky. Till the storm passes over, till the thunder sounds no more, till the clouds roll forever from the sky. Hold me fast and let me stand in the hollow of thy hand. Hold me safe till the storm passes by. When the long night has ended and the storms come no more, let me stand in thy presence on that bright, peaceful shore, in that land where the tempest never comes. Lord, may I dwell with thee when the storm passes by. Till the storm passes over, till the thunder sounds no more, till the clouds roll forever from the sky. Hold me fast and let me stand in the hollow of thy hand. Keep me safe till the storm passes by. Keep me safe till the storm passes by. Praying the storm will pass by for our friend Joy Edwards in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Say a prayer for Steve and Joy, our friend Joy, in the hospital for 40 days already. And we're going to take a break, friends. It's going to be a long one. I will be Wednesday night in Charleston at Tommy Condon's. I will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Savannah, Georgia at the Wexford Pub doing the Irish tunes. Guys, I'm going to take a break. Let me know if you want to go with us on April 27 to Ireland. Let me know if you want to go. I'm going to take a break. It's going to be a long one.